Hey guys, welcome back to my channel again. My name is Arsalan and today we are on day 24th of solving the OOPS question with the help of Python. So if you guys are very new to this playlist, if you are very new to this channel, so let me introduce to you that what is this playlist is all about. So guys, in this playlist I have been solving the question and I've been helping you and explaining you guys the logic and understanding of object oriented programming system. So to understand those concept, I have been trying to just solve the question uh, with the help of Python and to understand the concept of object oriented programming system. So we started in fact I started and in fact we started because I and you are doing it simultaneously. So we have been solving this question from the day one, where we started from a very basic question as you can see on the screen, and then we moved on to day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, and so on and so more. Guys, as you can see on the screen that we have been solving many types of question, and on each day we solved different type of question. So today we will be solving a question which is a big which is quite a longer question. However, we will be solving it, and this is the question related to the single inheritance. So if you have any confusion in single inheritance and you are unable to just imply the logic of single inheritance, so you can just watch these tutorials of mine and you will be able to just while you practice these questions, you will be able to just solve and implement these all implement the logic of single inheritance in wherever you want. So I have introduced the concept of single inheritance from chapter from day 17. Then I have moved on to day 18, and I have been solving from day 72 to day 24. Now I will be also moreover explaining the concept of multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, hybrid inheritance. So that's not a problem that we will be only focusing on one type of one type of inheritance. We will be just covering each and every type of inheritance step by step, but our main focus today is to solve the question which is to solve on the single inheritance that is on the screen as you can see. So I would like to ask you guys to first of all try it on your own, and if you are unable to solve, then you can of course follow my method. So just before starting with this tutorial, I would like to ask you guys to please do subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, press the bell icon button, and bookmark the playlist so that you can get the updates from the channel. So guys, as you can see on the screen, there is a question. Let's start this question. So first of all, they ask us to create a class called person with attributes name and age. Implement a method called display info that prints out the name and age of the person. So now we have so much practice these type of questions, so we will be easily able to do this thing. That to create a class, first of all, we will be writing the name of the class. So these are already being understood by us, and we have to create def init because you have to give two instance attribute, that is name and age. So write name and age here. Self dot name is equals to name, self dot age is equals to age. Now we have another thing to do in this class, that is to create a method that is def display info. So we will be just writing def here and saying def display info. Inside this I have to take self here, and now I have to print out the name and age of the person. So I will be saying that return what, bracket f string, the name is self dot name and age is self dot age. Now this class is done. This class is done now. So we have created our parent class. Now it's time to move further in this tutorial and create a child class. So create a child class called student that inherits from the person class. Add an additional attribute called student ID to the student class. Implement a method called display student info that prints out the name, age, and student ID of the student. So let's do this and create our child class. And To do that, I will be just writing here class, and the name of the child class is student. So I may just copy this student uh, name here, and since it's a child class, so I have to write the first of all name of the child class, close it by parentheses, and inside those parentheses I have to write the name of the parent class. So the name of the parent class is person. Now the moment I will write def in it and press enter, you will be seeing that there is a keyword that is automatically being typed, that is super init. So what the super init is? So super is a function, is a keyword which helps us to include the function, the functionality of the parent class. So let's say there are some attributes inside the parent class. There are age, there is a age attribute, there is a name attribute. So the attributes inside the parent class can also be used inside the student, that is our child class. So this functionality is enabled by uh, super. So super makes us do this. So I have given you the brief introduction. If you are not able to understand this, you may go through from day 17, where I have explained it each and every steps, where each and every point about super, and then I have also explained it on 18th and 19th and 20th, and discussed it so many times. Yet I have also discussed it on 24th. So this was all for super today. So now let's move further and create an additional attribute called student ID. Let's do this and write a here student ID, and this is like self dot student ID, student ID is equals to student ID. Now they ask us to implement a method called display info. So let me copy this as well, that prints out the name, age and student ID of the student. So let's do this as well. Def display student info, close it by parenthesis, since it's a method, and inside this method we have to take self as a parameter, and we have to just return what, return f string, and inside f string we will be saying that the name is self dot name, the age is self dot age, and the student ID is self dot student ID. Now this is what we have to do in this method. All right, similar like what we have done in the parent class, we have done it in the child class as well, because they ask us the same thing. Now let's move further and read out in the third paragraph what they are asking. In the student class, add a list attribute called courses to the stores, the name of the courses the student is enrolled in. Implement a method to add a course to the list, remove a course from the list, and display all the courses the student is enrolled in. So guys, I hope you have understood this what they are asking. So we have already done this such type of questions where we have to just remove or append the values inside a list. So our another attribute would be courses. So courses initially would be like, first of all we have to just write it here as self dot courses is equals to courses. Now we have to create methods in which we have to just add or remove the courses which the student is enrolled in. So let's say we have to write a method where we have to add, so def add courses, add course instead, and self course. This course can be any course that we want to append. So I will be saying that self dot courses dot append course. Now let's check this whether it's working properly or not, or else we can just create another method that just remove the values of remove the course from the courses. So def remove course self course, and as we have already discussed, first we have to check if it's there or not. So I will be checking if course in self dot courses, then only we can remove it. So if course in self dot course, then we can remove it, or if it's not there, then we cannot remove it. So we will be seeing that if course in self dot course, then remove it. So self dot courses dot remove course, and if it's there, means if it's not there, then we cannot remove it. So else return or print what the there is no such course in the enrolled courses. All right, I hope that you have understood this method as well. Let me read out again. In the student class, add a list attribute called courses to the stores to the name of the courses the student is enrolled in. Implement a method to add a store to the list, remove a course from the list, and display all the courses that the student is enrolled in. So let's create another method where we have to display all the courses the student is enrolled in. So we will be saying that def enrolled display enrolled courses, display enrolled courses. In this we just have to return the list, so we will be saying the return self dot courses. As nothing else we have to do here, we just have to return the list here. Now create an instance of the person class and set the name and age attribute. Call the display info method to print out the name and age of the person. So first of all, we have to create an instance for the person. So let's say Arsalan is equals to person, and name, and let's say age is any anonymous value we can take. 56 is my age maybe, and I have to print this. So Arsalan dot age, instead of this I will be just writing that display info, because in this we have already given the name and age. So in this method, if I return this method, I will be getting both the values where I have just written name and age, and I have to close it by parentheses because it's a method. So let's run this. See, I'm getting the name is Arsalan and age is 56, but instead of I will be writing my name is, or the name of person is this. This makes more sense. Now we have created an instance here, right? And we have written the method which they have been asking here. Call the display method to print out the name and age of the person. Right now, next read the fifth paragraph. Create an instance of the student class and set the name and age and student ID and the initial courses attribute. So we have to give the attributes as well. uh, in the Now we have to create an instance where we have to or which instance we have to create. We have to create the instance of the child. So child is a student where we have to take four attributes. So we have to take four attributes for student, right? Now let's do this. So let's say Ahmad is equals to student, and his name is of course Ahmad. Name, now his age, maybe he's a student, so let's say this, he is a school student, so he is 15 years old. And his student ID, it's let's say 402 is his student ID. And now we have to give the name of the courses he is enrolled in. So it's a list, so I will be just writing the name inside the list. Let's say English, he is enrolled in. He is enrolled in mathematics. He is enrolled in Hindi. All right. Now let's display them. Now first of all, return the method where we can display the name, age, and student ID. So Ahmad dot display info, and I have to close it by parenthesis because it's a method. So let me run it again. So see, the name is Ahmad. The name of the student, I will be writing it, I will be correcting it. The name is 50, the age is 15, and the student ID is 402. So I will be just writing the name of the student is this, the age is this, and the student ID is this, of course. Now we have called out the display info, and we have inherited from the person. uh, Call the display info method inherited from the person class to print out the name and age of the student. Then call the student info method to print out the name, age, and the student ID of the student. So now we have to just do last thing where we have to add some additional courses using method to add a course, remove a course from the method, to remove a course, finally call the method to display all the courses the student is enrolled in. So let's do this as well. So I will be saying that Ahmad dot add course, and let's say I want to add a course as French. Now print Ahmad dot display enroll courses, and since it's a method again, I will be closing it by parenthesis. Let's run it. So you will be seeing that I am getting four courses that the student is enrolled in. So that those are uh, English, mathematics, Hindi, and French. Okay, now if I want to just remove it, I will be just removing it as well. So let's do this as well, where I will be saying that Ahmad dot remove course, and I want to remove, let's say, Hindi, and then I want to print it as well, the student courses that he is enrolled or she is enrolled in. So I am getting the correct answer. So guys, you can see that I am getting the student courses enrolled, he is enrolled in the form of what, in the form of list. So if you want it line by line, or you want to just get it by comma, so you can just use the join function where you can just write the name, or else you can use a loop, and you can just create it like that as well. What you will be doing here, let's do this with the help of loop. We will be just getting it in one line, second line, third line. So let's do this as well. So let's say uh, what you will be doing, you will be seeing that for item in self dot courses, or you can say instead of item you can say that for course and self dot courses, return course. Now let's run this and you will be seeing the difference, that it came first English and then English. Why it's coming English and English? Because this is the first item that is coming here. So let's first of all create what we can do, we can just create okay, so instead of doing returning this value, I can print this value, because when I return this value, it will be giving me the first value of the item, so it will be only giving me English. And instead of just printing it, I will be just writing Ahmad.display enroll courses. Now if I run this code, you will be seeing that in I'm getting it in line by line, English, mathematics, Hindi, French. Now in then we have I've got English, mathematics and French. So I hope that you have understood it, and you can just make it more readable by writing it here that the student is enrolled in these subjects. Or you can also just try the join function here and just join all the subjects and print out the value. So explore that and let me know in the comment section that what does the join function and how it will be done. If you are doing, if you are understanding that, and if you have understood this, then you can also just do that as well, because join function will allow us, what it will allow us to just join all these items that are inside the list. So it will just convert them into string and return us as a string format. So let's explore this, and let me know in the comment section that what would be the answer. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that you have understood this tutorial on day 24, where we have solved a very nice question on single inheritance. And this was all for today. Hope you like this video. Thank you guys for watching it, and see you next time.